Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Light Sage Intuitive. Welcome back. If you're one of my subscribers, I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for that. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I am going to do things a little differently today. I have some oracle cards that I pulled, and I'm going to talk about those. I'm going to talk about them. I may read from the book your spiritual message or your message from Spirit about what the main theme for you is right now. Your intuition, your spiritual guidance, and your tangible real life action or guidance that you should take. I know that this is not for everyone, so I will put a timestamp in the information box below with the start of the tarot reading. But for those of you who would like to hear what Spirit has to say for you, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it's not your message, you might want to check one of your other planetary placements. And this is timeless, so whenever it is that you find yourself drawn to this, that's when the message is intended for you. So let's see what we have, Virgo. So the overall theme or the message from Spirit is the resting tree, patience, stillness. This is, it's funny, it's card number 22, which breaks down to a 4, and this card really reminds me of the, can you see that? Reminds me of the 4 of Swords, which is about taking time off after fighting, after a battle, after it's for spiritual healing, rest, respite, recharging. This is not a time for you to take action. This is a time for you to rest and observe and to heal, to call your energies back to yourself, to reorganize them and to nurture yourself. I will read from the book for this one. The Resting Tree, number 22. The resting tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment. This is the representative of non-action and relaxation. Patience is the key to being with this ally. The resting tree asks you to slow down, sit back, and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. This isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, even if it means blessing the chaos in your life. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away except the stillness of the moment. It's like living within the space between breaths. We can't really feel that space between breaths when we're out going and doing and pushing and forging ahead. I feel like there's going to be messages for you in the space between breaths, Virgo. When the resting tree appears, it signals that you've done all you can for now, and it's time to unwind and allow your story to unfold of its own accord. You've earned the right to rest and relax. Amazing ideas will come if you do. Remember the ancient saying, we do without doing, and everything gets done. So the information or the guidance for you in relation to your intuition, your emotional state, how your thought process about things is the Crow. I feel like the Crow sees things that we don't see. I feel like there could be you're receiving dreams or insight, understanding about your situation and how it is unfolding. It's like you already know this is happening before it happens. There could be something that you are tied to, something that you are holding on to that is not for your highest good, at least not the way that it is. And you need to stand back and really look at that from a higher perspective, from your higher self, and how that does or doesn't serve you. Wow. I'm going to read that from the book as well. I'm reading these from the book, one, because these cards are kind of new to me and it's still helping me learn them, and because they have great messages, and because I feel like this is a spiritual message. I want you to get all of it. So, Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. This winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. When you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. I feel like part of the reason why you're here in this period of the resting tree is to really look at the importance that you have assigned to certain things, things that you have defined as true for yourself, and really look at them from a higher perspective. How do they really serve you? Your advice for your rational, logical side and your tangible day-to-day life is the drum. Put that here so you can really see it. Oh, this is the crow. And then the drum. What message do we have for the drum? It's a beautiful card. All right, the drum. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happen. The invitation. The drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go once you jump in. Collect your power tools and summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It's time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or role or relationship that is not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. So I feel like it almost sounds like these messages are kind of conflicting, but if you really listen to it, the message is actually the same. The drum is about recognizing yourself, recognizing that you do beat to a different drum. There's a different path for you. There's something about you that is unique and that we really need. And this is about you accepting that and slipping into the river. But again, as it talked about the river, which is about action, but as it talked about the river, it talked about you don't need to fight against it or swim against it. All you have to do is get into the current and it will take you where you need to go. It will be effortless. So it's not about action. It's about merging with the flow. That's what I really have for you, Virgo. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what the cards have to say for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on, guys? What's going on in your life right now? What's the heart of the matter? What's up, guys? I love you guys so much. Virgo and I know, not favorites, but Virgo and Scorpio are my favorite signs. Some of my most favorite people, Virgo and Scorpio. And I do have Virgo and Scorpio both in my chart, so I feel you guys. I love you to death. All right, Virgo, what's up? So, at the heart of the matter, what's going on for you right now is death. There's a big change, a cycle ending. Something very monumental has come to an end. Of course, death is not just death. It's also rebirth and transformation. It could be you. You could have gone through a major ending, a transformation within yourself. Death is a card of Scorpio. It can be about rising from the flames and rising from your own ashes as the phoenix, evolved, might changed, crossing you as a strength. So yeah, this has been huge. This is very monumental. It's required a lot of strength. It's giving you strength. It's requiring a lot of strength. You've been going through some shit, Virgo. It's hard. Big changes, and you may feel uneasy in this, but rest in this moment. These clarity, these truths are coming to you. What is beneath you in the subconscious mind is that you're just becoming aware of is the Three of Cups. This is a card about, can be a card about celebration, coming together with family, friends from the past, reuniting. It can also be a third party card. There could be a third party going on in a connection or relationship that you have. Does not have to mean another person or infidelity. It could just be maybe they've been too focused on work, or maybe you've been too focused on work, or your mind has been elsewhere dealing with other things going on in life. Whatever energy it is that comes in between that connection is a third party energy. So however this resonates for you, either it's about reconnecting, you've got a strong desire because this is subconscious, you're becoming aware of. Either you're becoming aware and you have a strong desire to reconnect with people and relationships from your past that are near and dear to your heart, or you're realizing or becoming aware of a third party situation, either brought by you and what's going on in your world, or your other and what's going on in theirs, but you're becoming aware of how this third party situation has come in between this connection. What you have in your immediate past or behind you is the Seven of Pentacles. This is the divine timing card, a card of discernment. It is a card of Virgo. But this is about waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, knowing that it is not time, and that if you don't wait until they have fully ripened on the vine, that they will be insipid. And that's not Virgo. Virgo knows how to make things grow and beautiful and glorious and fruitful. So yeah, you were in a period of waiting. I'm sure it was frustrating. What is above you, or your advice from Spirit? It's coming in. The Hierophant. This is about spiritual connection. Perhaps have been, I feel like as advice from Spirit, you're being asked to connect with that spiritual part of yourself. That however it is for you, whether you commune with Spirit through nature or prayer or meditation, or maybe you talk with a priest, or you read a self-help book, or do yoga, or read your own tarot, or go to a tarot reader. Whatever the case may be, I feel like you're being asked to reconnect with your spirituality, with a spiritual teacher, to seek guidance. There's something in that that's going to help you on your path. What you have before you in the immediate future. Wow, I got 3. Okay, the Four of Cups in reverse, which, yay, you know what? Four of Cups is about dissatisfaction, ennui, boredom, having things in front of you to occupy your time, but you're just dissatisfied and bored, and you don't see the divine offer being made to you. But this card is in reverse, which tells me that you are going to begin to see this with clarity. You're going to realize what it is that you're dissatisfied with, and what it is that's being offered to you divinely, that's calling to you. There's going to be some struggle, some mental bondage, some thought. You're going to spend a lot of time trapped in your head, evaluating, really looking at that. Don't forget when you're in that process that it's self-imposed, and not to throw yourself into that so much that you feel trapped. Think about it, give it due diligence, really weigh the information, but don't let yourself stay stuck in that place. And I don't see that happening, because you do have the Chariot, which means that there's going to be fast action. This is a card about balance, bringing spirit and mind into balance, or emotion and intellect into balance with spirit, and making fast action forward. I do see you doing that. So far we have Scorpio. Let's go over this really fast because I might forget at the end. We have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Cancer, We have air signs and Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then Virgo, Earth signs. So what you have, how you feel or how you see yourself in the environment, in your environment. Two. Queen of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So Queen of Wands is very, very fiery, creative, charismatic, gets people motivated, very motivating, very motivated herself. She knows what she wants. She goes after it. People just want to be around the Queen of Wands. They find her very, it's a feminine energy. You could be a man, it doesn't matter. Very engaging and inspiring, just captivating, beautiful, sexy, sensual, just gets you fired up. But this is how you're feeling or how you see yourself. It's beautiful. You're juggling. You're trying to find a balance right now. I feel like perhaps this death has, whatever this transformation has been that's going on for you right now, has you feeling out of balance, not finding a need to find a balance, or you're just very, very, maybe that as well as you're very, very busy right now with work and home and other things going on in your life. That's how you see yourself or how you're feeling, how others see you or your environment or how they see you in the environment. Eight of Wands. This is fast-moving action. They see you moving forward very quickly, taking action, getting things done. This can also be a card about communication. So maybe you've maybe you've received quick communication that has brought in this motivation, or you have communicated to someone and it's got you fired up. There's a lot of like motivated energy around you. Your hopes and or fears is the Five of Wands. This is about conflict. It's about fighting for what you believe in. It's a hopes and fears. So I think you fear this conflict, but you don't want it. You want to avoid conflict, but you believe in this, so you're willing to fight for it. You just hope that you don't have to. You hope that it doesn't come to that, but you're not going to shy away from it if it does. What you have for your potential outcome is the Seven of Wands. So you're continuing to fight the good fight. This is someone standing up and putting in the effort for what they believe in. It doesn't have to be an actual fight. It's just something that you are fighting for. For example, if you are if you're an entrepreneur and you're working on building your own business, or if you are in school and you're working on completing your degree, this is just a card showing that you are continuing to do the work. You're almost there. This person's got 6 wands coming at them and they're fighting them off with that one wand. They have the power, they have the skill and the strength, and they're capable and able to do it, and they're putting in that effort. You believe in this, so you're doing the work. You're fighting for it. Let me get a couple more cards for the outcome. Eight of Cups. Okay, so there's something that you're walking away from. There's something that you're walking towards. I do not see this as easy. Clearly it's difficult and it's going to take your effort, your motivation. You're going to have to dig deep to do this, but I do see you walking towards something. Towards the Ace of Cups. So this is something you believe in. This could be, take it how it resonates for you. It's not going to be the same for all of you, but it could be a new relationship, a new creative endeavor, either one. Whatever it is, it has the potential to be very emotionally fulfilling and satisfying, and to fulfill you emotionally. You also have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is the card of Libra. It can be other air signs, but it's actually the card of Libra. It doesn't mean that that person is. It's just the energy that either someone in your life is in or that you are in. But this is someone who's very logical. They weigh all sides of an option or a choice before they make a decision. They want to be fully informed. So when they speak, they know that it's solidly founded. They speak the truth. They don't hold it back. It's very cut and dried and very black and white. Can be... I feel like this queen is you. You're fighting for this. You're walking towards something which is going to be very emotionally fulfilling for you. And this is you bringing down the sword, delivering the truth, severing a tie. There's something that you have to walk away from to pursue this Ace of Cups, and this is you severing those ties, you doing what needs to be done, because in your heart and in your head, you know this is what you want and this is what you're heading towards. Wow. All right, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. I feel like if you made it this far, it probably did. If so, I would love it if you would hit the thumbs up. It helps get the video out for other people to see it. And if you want to be notified when I post other Virgo videos in the future, hit the bell and it'll let you know. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here with me. I really love spending time with you guys so much. And I hope I see you again. Until then, love and light.